Hi friends and family, I just wanted to check in with you. This is a quick bonus video. I'm super excited. Tonight we're gonna go try Heirloom Restaurant. It's located in Northeast Fresno, right off the 41. So follow us along and I'll give you an update on some of the things that we ordered tonight and how it all goes. So the restaurant is called Heirloom. It's in the Park Crossing Shopping Center, which is on the corner of Fresno and Friant in Northeast Fresno. It's right off the 41, so it's really easily accessible to everybody from pretty much any direction. This place is so fun. First of all, you walk in and the decor is really simply done, but super tasteful, with a little bit of a modern flair, very open seating. They have a beautiful mural that was painted over a brick wall. So just really pleasing to the eye, very clean, very modern lines. So it makes it really comfortable. Plus you can also see across the whole restaurant. So it just makes it kind of like a friendly, homey place. It does have a lot of tables, so it's kind of tables with chairs. They do have a few booth options, and then they also have a community table which is adjacent to the extended bar that they have. Now, the first thing you have to know when you go is that Heirloom is a counter service restaurant. So when you walk in, you might be a little bit overwhelmed at the first try, just because the menus are to the right and they have a really beautiful menu. So you kind of want to see everything, but at the same time you have to get in line and it wraps around a little bit and then you have to place your order. From there, they give you one of those little buzzer kind of things and your receipt, and you go pick a table, sit down, and at that point, you start getting service from an actual person. So once you navigate all of that, my recommendation is to first take a minute, take a menu. I noticed a lot of people grabbing the menu and then going and sitting down so they could study it for a few minutes and then coming back up and getting in line to order. I really think that's kind of a smart idea, especially when you're just getting to know the place. And because they are sort of a farm to table type of restaurant, their menu is going to change regularly. So you might be taken by surprise if you find a favorite and then you go in maybe a little bit later and it might not be on the menu anymore. That all being said, I think it's totally worth it. They have wonderful food. We had the hipster Caesar. I had a Greek chicken burger that was really tender and moist. It does come a la carte though. And then I also ordered, let's see, the triple fried potatoes, I believe, which are a really fresh version of sort of a French fry. It comes with ketchup. We also got one of their fried chicken sandwiches, but we ordered it kind of protein style, I guess. I'm using In-N-Out terms, where it was lettuce wrapped. And I believe the last thing we ordered was a flatbread, which was the cheese and garlic one. Now that one we thought might be a little bit more like pizza, but you know, there's no sauce on those, so you have to really love cheese and really love garlic, but it was made well. We enjoyed all of the food that we got, to the point where I actually got back up and went back through the line a second time because I wanted to try their dessert. Now, their dessert options are fairly limited. Basically, it's 3 options of a Greek frozen yogurt. But I'm telling you, from now on, when I'm craving frozen yogurt, I'm going to go to that place and I'm going to purchase it even just to go. I got the honey baklava frozen yogurt. It was delicious, and it was easily in a pint-sized container, and it had honey drizzled over the top and baklava mixed in where they do the mixing for you. So good. I can't even tell you how much. I think I want to have that for breakfast sometimes. They also had a few other flavor options with the frozen yogurt. The other fun thing that you need to know is their drink options, and I'm even talking about non-alcoholic drink options. They serve something called main root sodas with their soda fountain. So when you go and you just say, oh, I just want a fountain soda, don't expect Coke or Pepsi products. This is the main root. company, and they are organic, fair trade sodas. They are naturally made. They are, I would say, a little bit on the sweeter side because they are made with what I'm assuming is cane sugar. So they remind me of the old-fashioned soda that we used to have years ago before they started using other sugars in them. They have fun options like a cream soda and a root beer. I believe there's about 8 of them in the fountain. Now, for those of you who really like to get excited about your drink options, they do shaken teas. So I'm a huge tea person. So what I purchased was the green tea passion fruit shaken tea. It was amazing. Again, it's one of those things that if I'm really thirsty and I'm looking for a drink option and maybe I've just been to Trader Joe's or whatnot, I'm going to head over there and I'm going to get a shaken tea to go. They also offer kombucha on their menu, which I'm super excited about because you don't see kombucha in a lot of restaurants right now. For those of you who enjoy a cocktail, you're gonna really want to try this place. The bar is really modern, super simple, but just really pretty. And they have a locally famous I don't know if you want to call them a bartender or mixologist that I believed helped curate some of their drink menu. And they use really, really fresh produce and fruits, you name it, herbs to mix in. And their drink menu looked really special. So for those of you who are into that, I'd suggest you'd want to check that place out. It also seemed to be a very popular thing to do. You know, we were there about 5:45, and by 6:30 that bar was really crowded. But again, the community table was right next to it as well, so I'm sure you have great seating options for that. I wanted to mention the owners. They are a partnership, and they're some really well-known families within the farming and restaurant industry here in Fresno. So they basically know what they're doing. They know their stuff, and they know where they want to get their produce from, and they try to get it directly whenever they can. So I really love to support a locally owned business. The partners actually own Butterfish Restaurant, and one of the partners owns Limelight. So we're talking longtime restaurant people. I did have a few hiccups while I was there, but being a server myself in the past, I know that sometimes when you get a table and one little thing goes wrong, it just feels like it snowballs and everything goes wrong with that table. I happened to be that table last night, but even with the few hiccups that happened, and one of them was really, truly out of their control, what I look for is how it's handled. And the couple of hiccups were handled beautifully. The management literally handled every situation immediately and handled it in the best way possible and remedied the situation. So kudos to them. I love that. It made me want to go there even more because there's nothing worse than maybe a restaurant making a mistake or something happening and then them just trying to fluff it off or act like it wasn't a big deal or even act like it was the customer's fault. So they handled it beautifully. I appreciated it so much. And the other thing I wanted to touch on briefly is, again, I believe they're using as many organic products as possible, and they're really aiming for, I think, a more sustainable type of a restaurant product that they're trying to offer you. So with that, when you are seated, they actually bring out cloth napkins and really nice serviceware for you. And then if you do get something to go, or they give you what I thought at first was a plastic cup to get your fountain soda, what I noticed later was when I started looking at some of the products, they were actually compostable products, and that being the cup that I got my frozen yogurt to go in, the spoon that it came in, and I noticed that they do only limited takeout products right now. So I think they're really trying to pare down on their paper waste. This was a really fun opportunity to be able to look around, see what else everybody else was eating, seeing how everyone else was being treated. I really enjoy being able to people watch, for lack of a better word, and to see all the food that comes out. So I'm excited for you, Heirloom. I hope that you do amazing here in Fresno. I plan to be a regular at the business, and I hope all of you get to go out and give it a try really soon. Last tip is the food averages $7 to $20 per item, depending on what you order. So I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to try the Greek yogurt. Enjoy!